Well, this is a bit of a... It's actually quite awesome to be here, to be able to talk to you about, to share a little bit of my experience of being in the women's movement in the 70s. It's probably a bit of a different angle from what a lot of the other women are going to talk about and guide, talk about tonight. But it's a personal story, because I went to university in the early 70s and discovered feminism, consciousness-raising groups, which you probably all may have, some of you may have heard about, and my eyes opened to what the situation was, my own personal situation, and for what it was for us as women, to be able to talk with each other, to share our experiences, to discover that my thoughts weren't just my own personal insecurities or my own personal relationship to many of the issues. We all shared them. So it was a very, very powerful time for me and for women, for the women that were involved at that time in the women's movement. Was an incredible time. And I was thinking about it today because this whole thing of talking about gender equality, that was something we didn't talk about then. We talked about women's liberation. And that was the thing that I found particularly important, because I wasn't trying to kind of look at what is a role that I want to be equal to. It was more like, what is it for me as a woman to discover who I am, what it is for me to be free of my own conditioning and the conditioning that we have as women, to discover my own strengths, my own weaknesses, my own potential, my own whatever I can do in this world. So that had that was very much a part of the way we talked. We talk about liberation. We were obviously aware. I went on tons of marches about Maggie Thatcher and, abortion rights and all of that. Of course, but what I'm talking about, what I wanted to share with you tonight is my relationship to those things. We should have equal pay. We should have more, we should have tons more MPs in Parliament that are women. But that's not what I wanted to share with you. Is you may have heard, and you probably understand that, at the sort of the mid 70s, the late 70s, the women's movement started to kind of fracture. And there's a lot of theories about that, etc., that I won't go into. And I think personally what happened at that time is I felt like I needed to go inwards. I needed to discover more strength in myself, more of my own determination, my own self-determination that wasn't coming from something external to myself. So I actually I spent quite a few years involved in sort of deep meditation practice. After I'd done that for quite some time, I had the opportunity to again start thinking about women's conditioning. How were we being conditioned as women in this society that we all live in? What impact is that having on me on the deepest possible level? And I had an incredible aha moment where I felt my deep understanding of spirit and my yearning for women to be free kind of came together. So there was a very strong kind of, this is what drives me now. It's that kind of coming together of the deepest part of yourself with also being willing to look at what it means to be a woman. I don't think we actually know, because we live in a society where it's so close to us for women and for men. How much do we know that we can say that's not due to conditioning? Obviously we've learned a lot, we can see a lot, but I still feel like there's an incredible investigation that we can all do together. So that's what I wanted to share from my long story, and I would love it, younger women, older women, to be able to share that. Thank you.